LGD's turn to ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
You son of a bitch.
You were on my account.
No, I won't.
Yes, you were, and you reset my hotkeys.
Okay, well, let me just help you out here and lower all these.
No. Why?
Because it makes it smooth. Don't you know anything?
God damn it.
Can Mum and Dad stop fighting, please?
Oi, Mummy!
Mum.
Hello.
Mother.
Son.
Mum.
Burn.
Mummy.
Sometimes you've got to put a little bit of a white line.
Bernard.
Okay.
Mother.
Guys,
Mother.
we gotta stop it. Okay, here we go.
What's
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back
Hello.
to EHOME.KEEN versus LGD-Gaming. This is game one of this playoff, a best of 3. I'm Ziori. To my left, we've got Mr. P.
It's
To
actually
my
to
right,
your right on the
we've
screen.
got, well, you know,
He said mine, not yours.
Yeah,
right.
So
not camera, mine, personally. This is Gareth. He's European, he's Canadian, I'm American. This is a clash of cultures, and we're casting Chinese Dota. I absolutely love it. I'm excited. I have not seen that much of this region, but don't worry. Gareth here, he casted part of the group stage. Gareth, what should we expect to see here in
Nyx
this
Assassin.
Holy
Nyx Assassin,
shit.
Sand King, Shadow Shaman.
Hold on. Stop the presses. Beastmaster's a thing in China?
Only LGD.
Okay.
They've been doing like Beastmaster Troll.
Because I've been asking many people, why isn't Beastmaster a thing? What happened? I feel like this hero's so good still.
Beastmaster?
Yeah.
There are other heroes that do what he does without feeding hawks and boars. There's so much like spill damage that like hawks and boars,
Yeah.
hawks and boars like give you vision for very limited amounts
I mean,
of time.
Night Stalker's always banned though.
Yeah,
Like,
he-
I would consider him a similar hero in that right.
But-
The other thing is Inner Beast. Inner Beast's so good.
Yeah.
Tab out real quick.
And they combo Inner Beast with Battle. Very popular.
Very popular.
Dude,
right
Lincoln's
now.
is the new item.
Yeah.
People were saying Halberd is broken, and then they realized, wait a tick, Lincoln's blocks Halberd. Because
So it's
people
better
used to
than
think
it.
of Halberd and Atos as these amazing tools to break Lincolns from afar, and now it's like, well, it goes the other way.
That's
The-
all they were before. Is we're just
pendulum-
Lincoln's breakers.
It swings, buddy. It swings.
I've not seen this. I've not seen Bounty.
Yeah, that's different.
Oh, wow. Opening with
I-
both
Somewhat
both
could be a
supports.
counter to the Knicks.
They
but
picked it once against FTDA.
Opening with your support duo
A little
feels
weird.
like
Shadow Shaman is good, though. Of course, it lets you punish fights, right? You get the wards down, you win, you have a lot of control, and
Yeah,
then you're
but
able to punish.
on the reverse side.
Reserve time.
EHOME can punish lanes.
Yeah. These are
Hard.
two scary heroes to pick up because you're right. They don't do much in terms of zoning, so you know your off lane is going to be good. If you want this to be off lane Nyx, you're going to feel pretty confident that they
What-
can't zone you out. If it's 4 Nyx, then you can pick
What
up
are
another
the chances of
off-laner.
a core Shadow Shaman? Like
Almost zero, yeah.
Okay.
I
So
think they
this-
should
done
pick
that
Darkseer.
for
I'm
natural.
concerned already.
Like, I think
for LG.
EHOME should pick Darkseer straight up right now.
I'm trying to see what they did with the Bounty in their previous game because that's a game that I didn't watch, and I've not seen Bounty at all in China. It may have
I
had
haven't
like
seen it anywhere.
1 or 2 bans in second phase, but outside of that, it's been nowhere to be seen.
I just think Ricky's a better hero in general. I mean,
Yeah.
against the Knicks, you have the track, which is nice. Picking it out a bounty
Nougat.
this early. Nougat.
Warlock. Okay.
LGD's
Warlock.
turn to ban.
I like this. It allows the Knicks to
whatever.
roam. Warlock's one of those heroes where
Dota bus broken on my phone.
if you have any of those standard safe laners like the LS, the Juggernaut, with a Warlock in lane, you're pretty much never going to die. You may not have
10
kill potential, but you're
seconds
pretty much never
remaining.
going to die. Allows the Knicks to roam around. Go mid.
Yeah.
5
I
seconds
mean, Warlock's fine.
remaining.
It's not a bad pick, but I think here you have a lot of good heroes.
I mean,
still in
that's
the pool.
presuming you're facing
team
a solo
ban.
offlaner, obviously. Can be pressured dual lane.
But Warlock, I mean, he's a great laner compared to Shadow Shaman
Bernard.
or Bounty Hunter. He's got a lot of...
Bernard.
Bernard.
He's also very good at taking safe lane when your carry goes to jungle or makes rotations at like level
10
7, 8.
seconds remaining.
And if you've got Juggernaut, Lifestealer, heroes like that go and look for kills
Yeah.
once they've got like their
5
first item.
seconds remaining.
Warlock can sit in lane and go to 6.
How do you say that one?
Stuart.
Stuart.
Stuart, yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's
Close
normal.
enough, yeah.
I thought you'd say
Turn to
Sturt. Sturt. Some bullshit.
Stort.
But you don't say that like Stuart. You don't
Stuart.
say Stuart. You say Stuart like Bernard.
Stuart.
Bernard. You don't say
Bernard.
Stuart.
No, see,
Bernard,
the
Stuart.
difference
N.
is Bernard is an ER and an AR. Stuart is Stuart.
5
Stuart.
seconds.
Yeah, E and an A. His point is it's an E and an A, but there's an N in the middle.
But like the inflection isn't on the like
Reserve
second
time.
part of
Does
the
this
word.
change it for you? How do you say that?
Stuart. Exactly the same.
Well done, buddy.
So do I pass? Do I get a green card now?
You get something.
Green.
Do you know how many
First
stripes
give
are on
up
our
your
flag?
first give up your social
51.
media, then you
No,
can have a green
there's
card.
50 stars.
Oh, how many stripes? I thought you said stars. How many stripes? 16.
Might be 11. I don't know.
Team
You see, he doesn't even know the fucking answer to his own question.
Oh god, it's 11 or 13. It's some odd number.
Okay.
If you have
I think there's 50 states though. Why'd
if you
say
have
51?
pro-Trump tweets to show, then you can have a green card.
Trump?
I think that's the
They're gonna be
process.
What was it, JJ? That
Yeah,
said he-
Pimp said that.
yeah, that you have to start showing your social media.
Well, it's
I'm
optional.
fucked.
It's optional.
5
right now.
seconds.
That is
remaining.
actually
for now.
crazy.
For now.
The social media invasion is not something I'm keen on. I don't like the idea of having to unlock your
Reserve
phone
time.
to be able to get in places. I
Yeah,
have
that's good.
banking stuff on my phone, you know. I've got my
LGD's
car
time to
insurance
pick.
on my phone. I'm not trying to show that to somebody. Come on now. That's private information. You want to look at my
Unless-
junk on that body scanner? All right, you know what? Go to town, dude. I don't really give a shit. That's some TSA stuff. But when you're talking about opening
What
up
if they
my
wanna
phone,
give you
my
nudes?
computer,
10 seconds remaining.
No, none of that.
You know, I left my computer at security in Chicago
5
O'Hare,
seconds.
and I got it
Nudes.
back. I got it back. They mailed it back to me.
Good.
Can you
Some
believe that?
Very, very good luck.
Samaritan.
That's
Reserve
fortunate.
time.
Yeah.
Can you believe it? And they didn't break. They wrapped it in. I had to pay to overnight it. I'm curious how much
Okay.
it'll cost me, but FedEx, dude.
What do you think about
Wonderful.
DK, third pick?
It's great. Great push. You're talking about for LGD,
For LGD,
right?
yeah,
Yeah,
right-
oh
right
yeah.
here.
I'm in.
Not too
100%.
early. Not this early. No razor band.
Another spammable stun. Well, it's either now or later. I doubt EHOME would pick it. But I don't know how hotly DK is contested, but it's great. He is a really good hero.
Yeah, but
He
you can
wins.
get him later on.
He's been
though.
really important in China.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, right? If you don't pick him now, EHOME.KEEN could also take DK themselves.
Are you taking a Dragon Knight with Nyx?
with Warlock Nyx? Maybe not. You probably prefer something like a Queen of Pain, so you can have the gap close, just to be able to have Nyx play forward, jump in with Quap,
Yeah,
look for
agreed.
kills.
I don't think LGD should be worried about deny pick.
Actually, maybe you can say the same thing about LGD. They want something mobile with the bounty, so you can go running into the
But you
jungle.
do want a frontliner for the wards, so that's not terrible.
Oh,
That's
okay.
kind of
Wow.
a frontliner.
Team pick.
This is like brand new from
can
LGD.
be.
This
to
is
me.
crazy.
So, but this means it's a position 3 Doom, I guess, right?
This is crazy.
Because unless it's a core Shadow Shaman, you mentioned it, I think it's shit.
Yeah,
you're
it
better off
sounds
with
shit.
the core Doom, right? Like Doom can play the 3.
10
Doom can also
seconds
play the
remaining.
1. I think kind of rare,
Nah,
but
that'll
he can
never
accelerate.
Oh, I don't
5
think he'll play
seconds.
We
six.
saw it recently in CIS, but
If you have a carry mid,
It's
do you
contestable lane top. It is. If they
Reserve
pick
time.
a decent enough mid laner who's somewhat self-sufficient, if you drag the next top with Doom Bounty Hunter, you've won the early game in some
Centaur.
respects.
LGD's turn
They want
to
to
pick.
1v1 him against the
Interesting.
Doom. I
Warlock and
suppose.
Nyx are trash defensive tri lane heroes. Though.
Yeah,
dude, I think if LGD,
like you can run the Doom into them for sure.
I
Yeah.
think they need a carry
Especially-
mid.
Especially Doom Bounty.
I think so.
So you
too.
need
10
someone safe lane
seconds
that can
remaining.
either 1v1 the Doom or 1v2 the Doom Bounty with very little help
5
from
seconds.
Warlock.
Lifestealer
remaining.
looks
Sha-
perfect. for
Shadow
them.
Fiend mid, dude.
You also have a Nyx, right, and a Centaur. So there has to be a Lifestealer band.
Reserve time.
Well, they're gonna pick it next, unless LGD take it. How do you not pick Lifestealer here?
If you want to pick Razor. For EHOME, you think EHOME.KEEN pick Lifestealer or LGD pick Lifestealer?
EHOME.
I think LGD should take Shadow Fiend.
Where did
high
that
damage.
come from?
It's a high damage mid. It scales very well with Bounty Hunter. Comes online early, pushes a lot. Doom can come in, harass, do a lot of work in the jungle. Okay, they take a Bloodseeker. Very different
Dire
from
team
anything
pick.
we suggested. But
They play it in both lanes as well, so they've still got the opportunity to swap it from mid to safe lane.
it's true. Yeah, mid Bloodseeker is great against a lot of heroes. So that is good. Also a mid that dominates and does not care about Nyx. If you think
10
about a lot of
seconds
lane
remaining.
dominators, Nyx is quite good against them, you know. OD, for example.
5 seconds remaining.
Medusa.
Amaduda.
Reserve
Oh, the
time.
BKB.
What? Have I missed something?
No.
Yeah, I was out of the loop.
Whoa,
Oh,
you missed the
baby.
Terran.
Wow.
Blah, blah,
So
blah,
that's
blah.
the self-sustaining
Turn
hero that
to
doesn't care
back.
too much about Doom, right? You've got
Cares
great
a little bit.
Yeah, I think he does care about Doom.
in
Well,
lane.
Well,
If
'cause
you have
the
TD
magic
Warlock,
damage.
you just go meta level
Oh, yeah,
1.
yeah, yeah.
Like you take
Yeah,
half.
but
of these.
it's like it's not about the Terrorblade dying. The Warlock's gonna feed, right?
Dire team.
Warlock can
back.
just sit behind, like, you know, the tier 1 Dire, and then there's a little, like,
Yeah.
bit of tree that you can hide in.
Well, what I'm saying is he can't pull. He can't go pull. He's dead.
Yeah, against Bounty Doom, you're right. That's very difficult.
You know. So yeah, you can sit behind your tower and keep the
10
Terrorblade alive,
seconds
but then where are your
remaining.
Warlock's levels? That's like kind of concerning.
What's a
So
nibbler?
they can bring
5
Nyx.
seconds remaining.
They can bring Nyx to that lane. I'm just saying it frees up the rest of the map for LGD.
Well, they ban out Puck with their
Reserve
5th.
time.
Let's see what EHOME.KEEN do. They could still take a mid laner. In fact, they need a mid laner. What's the pick, boys? Call it. They ban Tinker themselves.
team
Could
pick.
they possibly? Nope, they're not going to take what I was going to. They've got the next. Could they? No, they need something with stun.
You can just queen.
They need something with control. Yeah, Queen's okay.
You can Lena here, even.
Yep.
Lena, both of those are good suggestions. Quamp,
10
Lena.
You need deep push. So I think Lena's probably stronger.
I was thinking Storm, but they have too much lockdown,
No,
especially
that's
against
real
Doom.
nasty.
You don't want it. Yep, you don't want
Double disable from Rasta.
Quap's better against Bounty though, right? Early on.
Reserve time.
Like she can get away from Bounty
it.
aggression.
They could
on Bounty.
also take Razor. I don't think they should, but they could.
You can't take DK into
Or
Bloodseeker.
Death Prophet.
Doom.
Death Prophet, that's what they're going to take.
DP struggles a lot against Bloodseeker, though. Like, massive struggles.
Yeah, well,
Not just in lane, but mid game as well. When you want to be chasing people with like multi.
Yeah, every time you have exorcism up, just throw a rupture on you
Yeah,
and
you
just
can't
ignore
move.
you.
Then
All
you,
right,
then you reset,
sneaky
pull back,
winkies,
wait for it to
fine,
end.
fine.
He
Medusa?
like hard counters her.
Queen of
Yeah, Queen's the safe one.
Yeah.
LG
think so.
So, all right, same
turn
guessing
to
game for LGD. What's it going to be? They need a mid themselves,
Well, they
probably. They could put Bloodseeker mid.
Bloodseeker is okay versus Queen of Pain. Like he can draw even in that lane,
Yeah, it's not terrible.
but he's not gonna. I mean, there's very few heroes who pressure a Quap.
10 seconds remaining.
You just go Viper or something disgusting like that.
Ew,
I
Viper.
think DK Lena is still.
5
DK is
seconds
very good
the
remaining.
actually.
two safe
I think DK
options.
is very good here.
Need someone to
Against
hit towers.
Against Terrorblade, DK is very good.
They need
And with
more
Shadow
ways.
Shaman as well. I mean, DK offers some, but it's mainly the aggressive pushing.
It's
you have
either
them.
that or Lena, I think.
Yeah, I think DK Lena. Then you can, with DK, you can cycle your ultis. You know, Serpent Ward 1 tower, then DK ulti. Like, you go tier 1, tier 2, and you hop, and then you move lanes, and you'll have them back off
10
cooldown again.
seconds remaining.
And you go lane hopping.
Yeah, I think DK is a very good pick here.
Oh, what?
So Bloodseeker mid.
why
Bloodseeker
Slark?
and a hero.
Slark. This is a
Um,
hero we have seen very little.
I have
Ame
no
Slark.
idea. I have no idea what the.
I've not seen anything like this from LGD.
I have no idea what the thought process is there. This is crazy.
Because Slark struggles against Centaur and lane, and if it's a Centaur Nyx lane, that's going to be really difficult.
Why did you say he struggles? Because he gets punished for trying to get Essence Shift stacks?
He gets punished for trying to shove waves with
Dark Pact.
Dark Pact, and once Centaur hits level 3, he does so much damage. And they'll have double stuns as well with Stomp.
And they have a Bounty Hunter.
So
right?
as soon as Slark walks, like if Centaur and Nyx play, they play the creep wave, right? And Slark walks into creep wave to get a CS. They've got the AoE stuns to actually control him. Maybe they go.
10 seconds remaining.
Can you go aggro with? Can you go aggro with Slark,
They have
Shadow
to be
Shaman
going
into,
aggro.
into TV?
They
then have
absolutely
Doom
have to.
solo
So
against
the one thing I can say
Centaur.
about Slark is
No,
he's-
you have to go normal lanes, I think, still.
aggro with the Slark, safe lane do. You have to aggro with the Slark, right? If you're gonna.
This is like run at you Dota from LGD. You look at EHOME and you think, okay, this is an aggressive
I
lineup.
guess
They're
they-
gonna want a 5-man. They
it's-
want to come online earlier.
Yeah, it's
straight
just they
up.
want an early active core
Dude,
early.
it's 4 melee assassin.
Slark
type
is an
heroes.
odd looking pick here, though. Regardless, like they could have got any active early carry like Jug. I could have just picked Jug.
Like, what do they have to stop Quap from blinking? Double Hex and Doom?
I felt like Dragon Knight wasn't very good.
Especially with Dragon Tail.
This
That
is
stun
going
is
to be
insane.
interesting. So obviously on paper, LGD the stronger team. Draft a little unorthodox. We'll see how they fare. This is China right here. This is how you know you're in China.
How do you know?
5590 tower level. Like these guys, not so much money. All right, most important part of the cast right here, guys. What do we got here?
Total number of player deaths by 25
There's gonna be
minutes.
some fighting in this game.
Prepare for battle.
There's
I'm gonna
be some
go
fighting.
16-25.
That's the safe bet, but I've done that like twice now, and it's been this. So I really want to go that.
Gareth, you look so majestic staring up into the great.
Oh, yeah? I think it'll be lower.
I know. You both do. All right, I'll go with you guys.
Total number of deaths.
If it
that
was
came
another
in.
region, I'd agree, but Chinese Dota has been going
Ah.
like very slow and steady.
You
Okay.
make an excellent
26 to
point,
40.
sir. You make an excellent point.
Total number of player deaths by game end.
Yeah. I mean, it's China. It could be 2 hours, right?
Yeah. It could be that, or it could be the one above it.
Player with the most kills at 10.
Queen of Pain or Bloodseeker, right? Maybe Bounty?
You don't believe in the Schlark?
I don't think Bounty gets the right click.
It'll be Quap.
It could even be
yes.
Nyx, honestly. But we'll go with Cop. But it could even be the Nyx. What's this? Highest net worth at 25.
At 25 TB.
Yeah, it has to be right. Unless he just gets a phone.
EHOME fan strays over here.
I mean, you want to choose a player from the team who wins, right? Bloodseeker.
Yes, that's true. But
TB
TB still is
is-
going to
yeah.
farm out of his mind, I feel.
You want Quap?
Yeah, Quap could be the one. We could go Quap.
Watching all these games makes me
whatever.
want to play
The
Quap.
battle begins.
Are you good at Quap, though?
A little bit.
Oh, yeah?
I've been known to slay in my day.
You dabble.
I dabble.
Yeah.
Oi. I can play Puck a little bit.
Queen of Pain definitely does slay. Great outfit. You know?
She slays in multiple ways. It's a double entendre.
All right, we get
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Dota TV, thank you for joining us. Mr. P
Oh,
says,
God.
hello.
Oh, God. Look at the overlay.
Switch it.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Here we go. Yes, we're back in.
Hold it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the greatest cast you're ever about to hear. Thank you for joining us. I know America is happening right now, but
We
don't
apologize in advance.
worry. You chose the right game. This is EHOME.KEEN versus LGD. What does the K stand for?
Keen.
Keen.
Kinetic?
Keen.
Keen.
Kangaroo.
Is there any hidden meaning there? It's just they're keen for battle. This team is really keen.
Sure.
Come
We're
on,
really
man.
keen.
VGJ's Jeremy Lin. You're telling me Keen is just some made up shit? It's just, oh, Courier mid. Oh. Okay. There's.
What are you talking about? It's way better than the old
Friendly courier.
the newbie
No.
young and the
Bounty almost sniped it.
Vici Reborn. At least they've gone for something a bit original, right? EH.K
I'm
Reborn.
just joshing.
Newbie young. What else? There was some other really.
They're just trying
really
to set it up
awful
for a really
names.
Vitality.
sick ad.
Avengers.
Bloodseeker's destroying mid. I mean, Bounty destroyed mid, then Bloodseeker got level 2, and now it's just no contest for the Queen of Pain to actually get CS.
Helping.
This is all 11. Best offlaner in the world.
Who?
When we were in China for Galaxy Battles, they
Old
had
11.
shares called Auto Full.
Auto what?
Auto Full. AUTOFULL.
Auto full.
Auto Full.
Why?
Oh, I got me Auto Full. I don't know. We couldn't figure out what the hell it meant. An Auto Full. Like auto.
Your automobile is
It was
full.
classic, dude. It was just two words jammed together that made no fucking sense whatsoever. Auto Full.
What is this
You know
shit,
what's funny
guys?
is they were actually really good shares.
That's the
This
new
is the new
Immortal.
one. I hate it so much.
It's very ugly.
It looks like that Beetlejuice thing. The tongue is very kinky, but I'm not a big fan.
Which Beetlejuice thing? The worm?
Yeah.
It
Whatever.
looks better here in the portrait than actually in game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it moves around a lot. I think it's paused on like a closed mouth.
It's been a long time since I've seen that movie.
But Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
I found it's on a lot of flights. If you click on the classic section,
Oh, really?
Beetlejuice is off and on. It might be on your flight flying home, dude.
No, it's not. I went through all. Oh, maybe on my flight home. It definitely wasn't on my flight here.
I went on all the movies.
I did watch all the movies.
I
I mean, I
watched a
was
lot of
stuck on
movies.
the runway or on the
Yeah,
the taxi area for like 2 hours.
Dude, when we were leaving Beijing, they did the full meal service before we took off.
Wow.
That's how delayed we were. It was nuts. That's never happened to me before. Like, we're just going to serve the warm meal now, so y'all don't riot. We're in
Who was
Beijing.
it? Was it Shane that said he fell asleep and woke up like 4 hours later and still hadn't taken off yet?
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. All right, Nyx Assassin. What's he got? It's a little arcane rune there. How are things faring in the mid? It looks like Bounty Hunter. That's not Bounty Hunter. Bloodseeker is doing quite well, as we talked about. Just a strong laner. He does an absurd amount of damage. Poor-man shield means that he can't really be harassed by the Queen of Pain too easily. So, not surprised to see the CS score kind of lopsided like this.
The disparity is a little bit wider than I would have thought.
Perhaps.
Bounty hard zoned the Quap and there was no Nyx to come in because
Right.
she was having to, deal with.
Which is exactly what we talked about.
Yeah,
the
the
Doom in
Doombringer
the
up
draft.
top.
Yeah.
Exactly. So they had this kind of, the kind of power shift back towards mid when Nyx came in, and now maybe he's being shoved away from lanes, and the double range creep wave went towards
Let me help you.
EHOME.K's tower. Stick it in there, deeper. Just slide it in. Okay, there we go.
Yo!
Oh, that's a really nice pounce.
Aim, he's going to find wrong. They're starting to go in on him. Yao staying out of stomp range, gets the shackle off. Aim in trouble here as well, though. First, the Warlock will go down, but a few more right clicks. Well, the double edge instead should finish Aim here. And a return kill goes the way of Dart on the Centaur.
That's kind of worth it for the Centaur, getting a kill back on the Slark. But that's why Slark struggles against Centaur +1, or just Centaur in general in lane, is that you expend your HP as a resource in order to do damage and get kills.
But I haven't seen too much China, but in the other regions, Slark has not been a go-to carry really at all. So,
I mean, we cast how many, like 20-odd games of China or whatever it was, and I don't think I saw Slark once.
So it seems like that hero, I think the explanation is that he's just kind of a poor laner. Like, he needs items to come online. Once he gets Shadow Blade, he starts to be able to get pickoffs and use that to get some momentum, go back for some of those more stat-efficient items. But the meta is just more aggressive. You want to play these carries that can do more early. Like Terror Blade, for example, you pop meta, he can be a threat every couple minutes from really minute 1. And you just can't do that with Slark.
In later team fights, he's relatively good against the Warlock and the TB, being able to hunt the Warlock behind before he gets Golem down and find the solo pick. But also against TB, if you're able to dish damage in and have Slark be the solo guy doing damage, you know he's going to be invis with his ulti, then you can't sunder. So the actual kind of comeback or swing mechanic that TB has is mitigated pretty heavily by Slark. So instead of using Shadow Dance as an escape, I think they'll be using it more aggressively to kill TB.
Yeah, they want an early game carry to ignore the Sunder, basically. But there's so much damage from the Queen of Pain that.
Well, they want to doom the Quap, right? So they doom Quap and then they Shadow Dance for the TB.
We'll go down first.
Oh, Yao dodges the stomp as well. Victoria has the Orb of Venom slowing, and now Aim should have a pounce relatively shortly. He has a Dark Pack instead. This may kill off the Centaur. Stick charges, but one more right click. 8 Essence Shift charges up on LGD stacks, I should say, and that gave him the big right click to chunk down the Centaur.
He hit us with an E. Let's see what the levels look like. That's pretty good for the Slark, and oh, daddy. Wow, actually level 6, pretty impressive.
Yeah,
like
maybe
got to go jungle.
Maybe got zoned out by the double damage Nyx assassin. So
Nyx has so much heavy lifting to do this game, though, having to support every single lane. You know, Warlock is very static in his supporting, isn't a reactive support, doesn't roam, doesn't offer any ganking, so it's like, right, I find somewhere to sit, I help this laner get some farm and get some levels, while Nyx has to be the one that, you know, steals bounty runes, looks for rotations, trying to track down the bounty hunter wherever he's going. They're trying again. That's a dead Nyx
nearby here, though. Big right click from the Janata. Post Stomp gonna come through, cancel the Shackle. Now jump forward from Aim, hits the Pounce. Doesn't do the damage from the Pounce, but the Dark Pack will finish off the Nyx. And they'll force Dark back, and immediately as they rotate out the Warlock to sure up the TB's farm top, LGD are going to capitalize bottom. Old 11 doing great.
Turn the flutes off.
Oh my god.
I told you guys not to.
All right.
Does that go through into game as well, or is that just for stream?
No, just for
stream.
It's not a big deal.
Alright, bottom lane, they get a Centaur kill.
They killed Centaur.
Yeah, okay. Slark doesn't struggle against Centaur when he's 3v1ing pretty much.
Yeah, so the thing I was going to say about Slark is that he's a super weak laner when he doesn't have the right supports. But if you have at least one like alternative disable from the Pounce, he actually does very well. So.
And they're doing a great job at kind of splitting the fights, so Centaur can't get a multi-man stun. You know, there'll be Shackles one place, and then Slark and Bounty both split, and then come back in once stun is expended.
So it looks good for LGD in the early game. The Doombringer, farm-wise, was just a minute ago, right at parity with the TB. Since the Warlocks come up to the top lane, TB's taken a little bit of a lead here. He's also been farming some jungle camps.
What's the net worth, big boy?
Yeah.
He missed death on Yao, but that's okay. It's Shadow Shaman.
They swing a lot of commitment bot as well. Yeah, what's Doom's net worth? With Devour, it's pretty much the same as TB.
Loot
I'll have that level 10 talent, however. Likely.
Level 3 Infernal Blade, though. Maxing the Blade instead of maxing Devour.
Yeah, it's kind of odd.
Very good against Centaur.
Against, yeah, it's kind of odd against Terrorblade, doesn't say, because he's low HP and high armor, right? So the percentage-based damage isn't incredible.
Uh-oh, here we go. Initiation behind the tower. Victoria in onto...
They have a Blood Right as well.
The
Needs to Sunder before it.
Oh, he doesn't time it right.
Probably didn't have it.
He doesn't have it level.
He doesn't have it. There you go. That's unfortunate. Now the Nyx Assassin getting chased down 3-on-1. This should be a pretty easy kill. The Infernal Blade taking him down. One more ought to do it. And Somnus will do it. Somnus. Destroyer.
EHOME.
I am Somnus. I shall destroy you, sir.
The Devourer of Worlds.
Yes, indeed.
Alright, Victoria's going to pick up his level 6 here shortly in mid, getting a little bit of space as maybe rotated up towards the top lane. Aim and Yao posturing defensively bottom as they went in top. And
EHOME need to activate the Quap. They need to move towards Quap's lane and try and find a Sonic Wave kill. Or Queen of Pain needs to rotate and go and push like one of the tier 1s on the side lanes.
As well, so this could bode well going forward for EHOME.KEEN.
They just need to pull attention away from TB.
Oi!
What's up? What's the matter?
I agree with you.
Alright.
I think you're absolutely right.
AIM does have Shadow Dance though, so not the easiest kill in this bottom lane. And the
scan
from Radiant is going to actually reveal briefly the Queen of Pain, so they should back off to safety. AIM will look to farm some jungle creeps. Bounty Hunter's picking up his level 6 in the meantime. Terrorblade's rotated down after dying, and meanwhile, doomed up top lane is the Nyx Assassin.
Well,
looks like a solo kill for Old 11. We
That
have the boulder tosses.
He's making Doom look easy. I mean, boulder toss is definitely a great pickup for sure. Makes those kills possible, but he is balling. Look at that net worth chart up there. It is a top-heavy setup for LGD. A lot of green floating towards the top, and that is certainly good news. 8-2, 700 net worth is the favorite. 10 minutes. Yeah.
I really like LGD's draft. Thinking about it now, sort of with hindsight. The two supports activate all the lanes. All 3 lanes have kill power with the core heroes, right? So wherever Bounty goes, there's potential to do shit like this. And they don't even need the Bounty Hunter anymore. It's just like Shadow Shaman Slark going in, because they've got that advantage from the Bounty Hunter already.
Oh, Centaur, he biffed it again. He connects on some stuns, but it'll cost him his life. This guy TP's home. He does barely survive, but still, it's another pickup for LGD.
Whereas EHOME have like maybe 1.5 kill lanes, you know, very occasionally the Centaur, you can apply enough pressure and harass to get a kill there. But I'm worried why they haven't just run mid and used the Quap. Quap hasn't done anything yet.
Yeah, no Sonic Wave yet here, 10 minutes in. She's already nearing the level 10 mark, I want to say.
Maybe they're waiting for the Warlock to get his own.
He's going to jump in top though, and Old 11 should drop here. They're going to expend the Sonic Wave for it. And well worth it, considering how well Old 11 was doing up until that juncture.
Killed the little baby gold.
And Wrong is in a lot of trouble. He's ruptured up track. This is going to be some bonus gold going the way of LGD. Maybe the one to pick up the last hit.
The Bloodseeker, baby. Easy peasy.
Time to go Midas, Blade Mail, Aghanims.
Or Dagon Force that.
I know the way QO builds Bloodseeker is like you know, Phasor treads into Blade Mail and or drums, then you go Radiance Dagon. Just runs at people.
I actually like Radiance Dagon better than Radiance Manta.
Yeah.
Because Manta doesn't do all that much for Bloodseeker. Yasha is nice. Manta.
Yasha.
Yasha.
Yasha. S and Y, baby. It's the item.
Yeah, that's definitely much better.
Hot. Hot, hot, hot. The good stuff right now. He picks up another Golem. Old 11 knows what he wants, and it's the additional stun. Make sure you can get in range. Hit that Infernal Blade. What's the mana cost on the stun, actually? It's actually 0?
Yes.
That's probably part of the reason why he likes it. A lot of the other spells are quite good, but mana intensive. The Hellbear Smash, whatever that thing's called, the Thunderclap, it's like, what, 200 mana?
A lot of them are at least 150. I think the lowest, the Troll Net is like 120, I think.
And Doom has serious mana problems, so.
That he does.
It's pretty cool.
Yes,
it's actually 0. That is nuts. So 30 seconds cooldown. And what's the cooldown on the Infernal Blade? Only 8. Okay.
Lots of mini stuns.
Yep, just try and run you down with the Scorched Earths.
How do you want me to say it?
A mini.
Mini stun.
Say
mini.
Stun.
A Mini Koopa.
Mini
It's not
Koopa.
a long one. It's a mini stun.
It's a Koopa Mini.
It's a little stun.
You drive a Mini.
No, I don't drive a mini. You've only got them blowing the bloody doors off.
I don't know.
Don't know?
Oh, I don't.
Blowing some doors off or something.
Jeez.
I like for
bottom lane. He lost it. They're TPing in. Yao in trouble. Ame. Ooh, he's blowing him up and down.
If they can get it. Shadow Dance.
The Warlock Golem. Shadow Dance forward. He's going to go at him. They've got it.
Bouncing.
Ame is unstoppable on this Slark.
This Slark is actually out of control.
TV is TP'd in. Now there's a double kill for the Queen of Pain though as she picks the bounty hunter off. So, and all said and done, Centaur for a couple of supports.
Dude, it's all EHOME all day.
What's that bloody movie called?
Blowing the bloody doors off.
It's Michael Caine with Mini Coopers and the Italian Job. Have you not seen the Italian Job?
Yeah, I don't know.
Jeez, guys.
I'm not a big movie fan.
Oh no? It's a tragedy.
That's like what people talk about Dota.
Dota? Dota?
Dota.
Dota. You have the glottal stop on the T.
Oh, alright.
Yeah, you're alright. Brilliant.
Feels good.
Top notch.
Oh, check this out.
He's not going to kill it in time.
A lot of biff gold.
Oh, he is.
2 second base attack time. Easy kill.
Not worth.
But not worth it all. At all.
That is a terrible tragedy that has befallen the Doombringer.
It's alright, he's not a nice guy. He's not a very nice guy in the first place.
Is he really not?
Yeah. But then again, EHOME has terrible, right? A couple of bad guys, you know.
And Queen of Pain.
Well,
or is she just not? She's misunderstood.
Yeah, she's just.
She's not bad. She's misunderstood.
Issues, you know. She's not bad.
What's the Stampede for? They're killing mid. Blue's dying.
Shit.
Stampede for Shadow Shaman, like whatever. It's not a meaningful kill to catch on camera. Don't worry.
None of them really are.
Until they kill the Slark.
Aim purchases up in one.
You have to stop saying aim as well.
It's Ame.
It's Ame, yeah.
Ah, whatever. It's America.
In America, this is how you say.
I can't win this argument because this is America.
I mean, no, I always hate that argument. Well, you better go back to where you came from. Remember when Alex Jones started yelling at Piers Morgan? If you don't like it, Piers, you get the hell out of here. And it's like, well, he's still a citizen, dude. You can't just say that to people because they have an accent. That's what he says. It's some busted up logic.
I mean, Piers Morgan is a dickhead, so he can get the fuck out of this place.
I mean, he is, but that's because he's a dickhead, not because he wasn't born in America. That's so fucking dumb. That's why there's a system.
All right, smoked up.
Here we go. It gets broken.
Victoria. Perfect positioning.
Well done.
Oh,
or the dust rather. They missed the dust.
They did hit it, but he was in the trees already.
What's that? 4-hero commitment for no objective. They get 1 ward down deep in the jungle, which is okay, but we're just going to see the mirroring effect again, like we see in every single game. One team takes over the enemy's jungle, wards up, pressures tier 2, but it's slight advantage for Radiant since they will be closer to Roshan, and they still have tier 1 mid to take control over as well. So it's a loss of efficiency by EHOME.KEEN, but they need to force a team fight. They need to use Warlock Golem. They need to use Metamorphosis to try and get a foothold in this game, because right now they're slipping further and further behind.
I mean, they do have a Terrorblade who can, to some extent, power farm, but when you've lost map control and there's a bounty hunter, definitely feels like you need to force your way back onto the enemy side of the map. They are going to look at this tier 2 bottom lane. Looks for now that LGD content to trade, as Ame will finish off the top lane, and meanwhile in mid there's a lone Doombringer and
bot lane. What's happening there? Oh, it was bounty hunter near a sentry. They spotted him. So that's amazing by EHOME.KEEN. They get tier 1 mid, tier 2 bot, and they get a kill mid because they made the unexpected play of swinging back towards mid instead of just sitting in jungle. Because usually you have 2 heroes pressure tower, 3 farm jungle, or they scout shrine. But they made the swing of 3 heroes towards mid to actually find the kill and another tier 1.
Top lane.
The typical Shadow Shaman pressuring tier 3s, just ether shocking lanes and waves.
They did see the TV turn back. Dire do have vision currently of maybe sitting up on the high ground, hoping he'll make a move over to the east.
What does Centaur have? He must be on his way to his next item, right?
800 gold.
Okay.
It's a strikingly even game, though, right now. I'm digging on how comparable these teams are, at least so far.
If EHOME can get the jump, they out-team fight LGD. But LGD have heroes that hard counter EHOME's heroes in team fights.
Look at the tower spread, though. It's very even.
Yeah.
EHOME have 1 tower advantage. That's the mid-tier 1. But both teams have really good ways to punish if they win team fights. You've got Rasta with Wars on one side, and then you've got Terrorblade with Illusions and Meta on the other side if you win a team fight. So it kind of makes sense that this game is sort of transpired this way. But
Meta's on cooldown for another like 100 seconds now, right, though? Where's TB?
No detection for the Queen of Pain nearby. Yes, Meta is on cooldown.
Oh, 30 seconds. Oh, they used it very early for the push bot, right? Okay. So I thought that might be a window for LGD to go and exploit. With it up in 30 seconds, they can just swing down to bot and force a fight again.
Victoria doing a little bit of scouting. Sentries on the Nyx. And it looks like for now, LGD were posturing up aggressively, but they'll back out as Victoria no longer able to provide them with any information. Ame going to continue farming. They're going to stampede forward, looking for the Bloodseeker. They get the Orchid off from the Queen of Pain, and they'll finally put that to work. As Gareth mentioned, you know, not only do they need to fight just by the nature of their lineup, but they've itemized the fight as well, going for the Orchid on the Queen of Pain.
I feel like LGD have misplayed the past like 2 minutes or so though. Like you know that the expected move from EHOME.KEEN once they've moved into your jungle is to ward in those positions. Maybe being there and farming alone. You know, that's aggressive farming because you have no vision of where your opponents are coming from.
Yeah, and you've already taken so much in the top left quadrant of the map, and you have vision down there as well. It feels like they're maybe even safer to farm there but
defensive wards, never ideal, but Illusion's just going to keep on trucking damage into the
tower.
tower.
Though, from Ame. He's going to get impaled up, but he gets to purge it off with the Dark Pack jump.
There it is.
Rock will hit onto 3. Now they're jumping forward. Stomp connects on the one, the Sonic Wave into 3. They get the Doom off on the Terrorblade. They need to chase him down with Ame, but the body blocks are there for He gets double-edged up and brought down the Bloodseeker, though everyone is low. On the downside, will possibly BKB. Does he get
one-hit kill?
In time? He will rupture up the Queen of Pain as well. She's tracked, so we're going to be difficult for her to get away. She'll go for the TP. The Shuriken does not bounce from Victoria, and she'll make it away.
The perfect mechanic. Queen of Pain with max level blink. If you're running and you blink at max distance, you don't take rupture damage because it's just over the threshold. That's why she didn't die there.
Well, there's the 0.25 second window as well between running and blinking. So that rupture takes into account.
But it is possible. And if you fuck that up, you die right there. 100%.
Also a good showcase of, you know, LGD's heroes kind of
right here too. Scroll up.
Oh yeah, those are battle wards. Those are like honestly one of the greatest lessons that Blitz has ever taught me was if you're in the middle of a fight as a support, just place your fucking wards down because like honestly any vision is good vision. That is a bit over the top having 2 observer wards in the same place, but you know, just having vision of people coming back in and out of fights is immensely important.
Out. He's going to get Orchided up. Victoria can pretty much just stand and watch. Will jump through with a bounce Shuriken, though, and Ame jumps onto the return kill. That's going to be the Warlock. Now they get the Rupture off onto the center. Track speed will be there, and the right-click from the Slark will finish him off. It's a double kill for the Slark, and it's only a Shadow Shaman lost. Now they're going to get a third. Those are 3 kills, all for the Slark, all track kills for LGD in the mid lane. Hanging around nearby is the Queen of Pain. Old 11.
But there's the, you know, the past 3 minutes, the fight bot and this, you know, kind of skirmish mid, kind of indicative of the duality of the 2 lineups. If EHOME get the initiation, a good Warlock ulti, they can slam LGD. But if LGD get the, you know, little jump in, the little pickoffs here and there, their heroes literally just super hard counter, you know, slug against TB. Case in point.
Yep.
Easy kill for Ame. His 4th in the last couple of minutes.
I mean, we talked about Slark, right? The drawback is that early game window where he needs a lot of space to get these core items. He's got them. Echo Saber's an item that's sort of fallen out of favor. A lot of the heroes that like this item don't pick it up anymore because it doesn't scale that well. It gives you a burst early, but on a hero like Slark, you've got Essence Shift that has this whole nother level of value. And look at this. They've got so much burst damage, and with these track kills, this Slark is balling out of control. He's now #1 on net worth. Bloodseeker shortly behind him on that list. This is getting bad for EHOME, and it's just going to keep getting worse. I mean, this press F5, give us that old chart. Or F6 rather, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Mask of Madness has taken over Echo Saber a hell of a lot. Yeah, that's a big swing.
I was going to say it's not so much that Echo Saber is crap, it's just there's a lot of better mid-game items now with Halberd as well as Mask of Madness. I mean, Mask of Madness is the cheaper option.
Like Mom is a good farming item earlier and can be split into, we don't see it that often, usually people just sell it, but it can be split into, you know, Butterfly Satanic if you need to. The Slug, Bloodseeker, like while the fight was happening, Bloodseeker took Aegis as well. Like they took Roshan and won a team fight, which is pretty insane.
Oh. Hey Gareth.
Yeah, what's up, dude?
I admire your passion.
I miss Sun Chips. I don't get them in Berlin. They used to sell them in England, and they're very good.
I haven't had Sun Chips in like 8 months before I came here.
I haven't had them in like 2.5 years or something.
How fucking good Sun Chips are. It's a thing.
Breathe on me. Oh, please don't.
You're kind of weird, aren't you?
A little bit, yeah.
Fellers. Hey, fellers.
Oh, hey there. Oh, that's a silver edge on the Slark.
It's a Manta style.
We are
No, Slark.
Oh, on the Slark. I thought you were looking at the Bloodseeker.
No, the Slark.
Okay.
Silver Edge.
You're right. I was looking at the BS.
Alright.
I wanted to prove you wrong.
He's being stopped here. Gets the Dark Pact off. This could be the time to open if you're EHOME.KEEN to get the two-man impale into the stop as well. The Sonic Wave is there. The Rock going to hold him in place. And Dark Pacting in front of the wave has cost aim.
In comes the rest of LGD.
Yao gets the shackle off with
They doomed the TB. Oh my god, he's dead! What?
Wow, the damage.
Rupture and Doom just completely screw him over.
He got melted. EKB on Slark.
Oh, they get
the
mini stun as well. They actually threw the rock first.
Hurl boulder.
Over here, Yao, he dies.
He's dead.
But now in the trees, they're going to find him. He gets mini stun trying to TP out himself. It's a 2 for 3. LGD lose the Aegis. They have to deploy the wards as well, so they're not going to be able to push too much. But my words.
Perfect initiation from all of your heroes, and EHOME.K still can't consolidate a good. They can't consolidate a good early team fight lead into actually closing it out.
What a shot call that is from LGD to take that fight rather than just sack those two heroes.
Well, they had two people chasing the TB, and he popped Meta, and he was running in to where he wanted to do damage from. Then he wants to stand his ground, but then he gets ruptured and doomed.
Old 11. Old 11 gonna be dead. Take him down.
Yeah, they do get.
Do you have a normal accent like that you just have as a base level, or do you just go up and down and?
Hello.
Right, combination of aim and Victoria gonna go in on the Queen of Pain. She's leashed up and taken out.
Dude, the Silver Edge does so much work. It's Slark, man. There's nothing stopping him. 8,000 net worth lead. Now the Favor Bounty Hunter is just racking in the gold. Look at the bottom of the net worth chart. The supports on the Radiant massively out-farming the supports of the Dire. And of course, that is coming from the track gold. These predictions, well, boys. Not looking good.
We were wrong.
You said it was China. I said there'd be a lot of kills.
That's true, Gareth. You
Wah,
led us
wah,
astray.
wah, wah.
Yeah, to be fair, I've never seen a draft like this from LGD.
Honestly, it feels like they're picking Slark because this, not because Slark was necessarily good in the hero match.
That's what you're saying.
I'm a Slark.
Right.
It's just a good...
It's something they play, I suppose.
Something they like.
It matches the tempo of a Bloodseeker. You have the Bounty Hunter to not only propel your farm with the track kills. I mean, that's the way Slark farms in the mid game, is to feed off supports and get kills. And Bounty Hunter not only amplifies that, but he can most often give you the information to know that you're entering a good engagement. Nick still trying to do the same thing. Bottom, he's going to run into Yao. That strength gain, though, from the Shadow Shaman, keeping him alive quite a bit. Still, though, no response inbound from the rest of LGD's side. Victoria going to poke around.
They could still fight this. If Victoria sees people move too far forward, as like 1 or 2, oh, he's gonna, no way. He saw it. Wait, they saw it without breaking it?
That was kind of weird.
Some weird vision shit going on.
Pinged it.
Okay.
I mean...
It must have been like right on the edge kind of thing where you sort of see it and they're just
saw
not quite close enough.
You saw the puff of smoke.
The edge of the animation.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of strange, though. You don't see that every day. Slarky Malarkey going for...
And Ame just pinged out. As soon as his Shadow Blade broke, his passive was off and he just pinged it.
This was an F5. How many BKBs are out? Bloodseeker. I think I said Slark had it last fight, but Bloodseeker has it.
Can you just say the menu so I don't have to remember the mapping of default keys to my keys?
All right,
This
fine.
is D. This is D.
What is wrong with you guys, dude? What is with all these custom hotkey? What's wrong with default, man? Why you guys gotta be such hipsters?
Because who uses their F keys? They're so far away from
Who uses the F keys?
I mean, I do.
They're so far away.
I do as well. F5, F6, F7, F1, F2, F3.
So I have them like three pushed across because F2 is my courier hotkey. So it starts F3 is all vision, you know, and then onwards to F12. Do you guys use QWER?
Yes.
No.
Do you want to know what mine are?
I use the arrow keys.
Mine are SD.
For spells.
No, for spells. Yeah, actual
I
playing.
use WERT.
Okay. Mine are SDFWER. Because I set these hotkeys back when there were only legacy keys in Warcraft 3 and you had to use auto hotkey.
Nice two-man impale by the next. The Chaotic Offering going to follow with the Stomp and the Sonic Wave. Upheaval is there as well. Yao trying to shackle the Centaur, but he's just going to end up dying. And blinking to the high ground for the Queen of Pain. They're looking for more, but they don't see Victoria, who has scurried away, traumatized at the death of 3 of his brothers.
None, though.
It's still
a decent swing of momentum. It's not the end of the world, but It does give EHOME some breathing room and a little sign of life. Allows this Quap to continue moving towards her next item choice, which is going to be...
Shivers God.
How do you say it?
Shivers.
Shivers.
Shivers God.
Shivers. Shivas.
It's not Shiva's God.
E.
It's Shiva.
Shiva.
Indian goddess.
Shiva.
Shiva. It's a decent swing, but the fact that you've had to bust your ultis at a tier 2 defensively, and you've only taken 3 heroes out, and you can't push and take objectives after, is like you don't have that sigh of relief. Like, oh yeah, okay, we've won a team fight. You need like 2 or 3 more of those, but you need to start pushing across the to the enemy side of the map and making a fight happen at tier 2 top, somewhere like that. Fight around Roshan, win a fight there, and then you can be like, okay, we're back in the game. We can start making aggressive moves again, with less than 5 heroes.
Oh, maybe right back to work here, top lane.
Oh yes,
up the silver edge.
He's ready to pop off.
Radiant Vision is going to give him a quick glimpse of the Queen of Pain, but she's a difficult kill, to say the least. He's got support inbound as well. He's going to pop here. Dire Vision does not. Oh, Will Scout now. He's going to be aware of that. This is passive.
How long till they move forward, though? Old Levin just like, okay, I'm going down here. Because they could just hold the ramp for a significant amount of time and just, proxy push in. Have like
they do know that they're seen though. Ame, he was here, and this ward
you're right,
was passive, so he knew he was seen briefly.
There's an obs ward up there.
So I suppose that's why they looked to go in.
One dude that just keeps saying that guy so loud. I just don't know which guy he knows. He's been saying it for 10 minutes.
That guy.
One of us is really loud.
That's how you really troll.
Which guy?
Maybe it's Garrett.
Maybe it's me now. Yeah, it looks like it's me now if I do raise.
Alright.
If I raise my voice a little bit.
Let me lower him a smidge. Is it me? I don't think it's me. Is it Mr. P?
It's definitely not me. I don't have.
Stop calling him AIM, motherfucker.
I don't have the chops.
Yeah, chat's getting annoyed. Me.
Amy?
It's also Bernard, isn't it?
Bernard.
It's Bernard Amy.
Bernard.
What's that brand that sells purses and bags? Burberry?
Burberry.
Burberry.
Burberry. Oh, look.
Here's AIM. Ame.
JK.
Doing what a Slark does to a Warlock. Also being stalked briefly by the Nyx, and as his passive reactivates, I feel safer. Also has Victoria nearby. Queen of Pain instantly down to push the bottom lane so that no further objective can be taken by LGD. Roche still not spawning for another 30 seconds or so. Refresher? Is that a thing? Ag's refresher.
Yeah, it is, dude. You refresh the ult.
So the entire team fight damage reduction.
Yes, incredible.
I mean, especially like with Doom Rupture, you want to be able to get out as far as you possibly can.
Don't you know anything about Centaur?
That is
I mean, this used to be the old builds, right? When it was still 60% damage reduction on Stampede. Then people stopped going Ags altogether. There was like Blink, Hood, Vanguard, Force Staff. Go for tankiness and mobility, and use it more of just a straight initiator. The refresher's coming back.
Yeah, it sure is. Ame looking for something.
Finds the Nyx Assassin. Must have a... They had a sentry nearby? They did. Right here.
BKB pop.
And Ame with the BKB gonna press forward. He doesn't hit the pounce, however. Rupture.
Who did they rupture? Warlock? That's not the best.
The Warlock. He gets the rock up just before being silenced, but BKB popped by maybe. He jumps and gets the heal.
Do they have Doom? Oh, nice Stampede.
Stampede up the floor.
Make sure TB doesn't get doomed. Because if that happens, the fight ends.
It was almost as if the rest of EHOME forgot it was Ags, because the Centaur went like this, and everyone else was running in a general path.
Free pathing.
They'll learn that.
Someone in chat just said, Suns fan? Question mark? Nope. Sorry, sir. I am not Suns fan.
It's the bash.
Here we go.
That's an ugly golem. I don't like it.
That was a pretty good 10-second BKB from Ame, though.
Very cute face.
That's the
nice
golem
smile.
I use, man.
It's a nice smile. Holy.
I like it. It's derpy. It's just my
It is
style.
aggressive.
Golem or golem?
Gollum.
Golem.
Gollum is a character in Lord of the Rings. A golem is this derpy looking shit.
I say Golem, but
it's Golem.
I don't hate on Golem.
Gollum is just.
Where does Golem come from? It's a Jewish like fairy tale kind of evil character, right?
I thought it came from Lord of the Rings. I don't
not
know.
that.
No, Golem, not Gollum.
Oh, a original Golem? I don't know.
They were like inanimate, not inanimate, but like.
I thought Blizzard made it up.
Soul
Diablo.
No. 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 Get out.
Boy, believe me.
Get out. For a second, I was like, hang on. No.
What's the word for that? Nonsense?
Nonsense.
No, there's a better one.
No dilly
It's
dally.
bunk.
What?
Old English. It's bunk.
Bunk.
Nonsense. Bunk.
Bunkum, yeah.
Bunk.
Bunk.
You know?
Bunk? I've never heard that before.
I mean, it's like when you debunk something, right? Is you remove the idiocy, you remove the
So it's just bunk.
nonsense from it. So just bunk. Well, it's, I don't think I've ever heard bunk. I've heard bunkum.
Bunk.
Bunkum.
Lovely.
Oh, it's bunkum.
Alright, oh mate, speaking of it.
Don't use that word.
It's a load of bollocks.
It's a load of bollocks. That's a good
Bollocks.
one.
Bollocks.
It's a load of old wank. That's what it is. A load of wank.
Dude, look how slowly he kills Roach. This is
What the fuck are
actually
you talking
pitiful.
about? A wank is when you have a hotel room to yourself, but you don't have internet. That's a wank.
That's a wank.
So here we go. Yao with the shackles. Now they've got a little minus armor. That makes this whole thing a little
They
bit
are getting
easier.
a bit unhealthy here. Victoria, under the cover of a sentence, could just be jumped on by the Centaur, but he opts not to go forward as bottom lane. They've taken a tier 3. And
Here
the
we
Queen of Pain
go.
working on the melee racks. Is this a
might
Cloud
get
9
this.
of old situation? Glyph of fortification used. Do we
It
even
doesn't
have
look like
TPs?
they have TPs.
Yeah, they're in
They
the
don't.
backpacks. There are no TPs.
And 3 of them just straight don't have one. This is going to be melee barracks, but Ame, he comes in. He's going to initiate on the Queen the break, but the blink away. They still lose the barracks. They pay big for this Roach.
Who's got
It's
the
EHOME.KEEN.
Ooh, wow?
Stay in the game.
We need a ooh, wow on that
Wow.
one. That one's disgusting. What happened?
They just didn't have TPs.
I want ice
We've
cream.
seen this
Oh yeah.
story
Do we have
before.
ice creams here?
We do.
Icy. We have a little bit of ice cream, I think.
An ice lolly.
An ice lolly.
Ice
Wait, what do you
lolly.
call them? Popsicle. We say ice lolly.
That's
Lovely
weird.
bathing costume.
My bathing costume. Well, my swimming trunks.
You guys
My
call
s-
soda
my s-
soda?
We call it in the north. We call it pop.
We call it pop too.
Yeah. In the south, we call
Fucking
it.
weirdos from like the
What do
Queen.
in the south, we call it like we just call them fizzy drinks, I guess.
Fizzy drinks.
We call it pop
Or soft,
too.
like soft drinks or fizzy
Just
drinks.
say
I don't think
soda.
we have like a single word
It's
for it.
soda.
We've started calling it soda more
Actually,
because we've been influenced by
Yeah,
Americans.
pop is retarded.
Well, it's soda
Guys,
pop.
oh, are they going to
Soda
get it?
pop.
Are they
It's
going to
soda
get
pop.
Why
it?
would you nickname
illusions.
soda pop pop? You would nickname soda
What do you mean?
pop
Because the
soda.
no, because the fizzy bubbles pop when you open.
No, that's the
Yeah.
one thing Americans have right.
Onomatopoeia.
Canadians say pop, it makes no fucking sense.
All right, whatever.
It makes
Guys, is LGD going to win this game? They lost a
Dire's
melee
middle
barracks
tower is under attack.
for Roach.
Pushing high ground's very hard.
Well, they've got 3 minutes on Aegis. They're going to try to make it happen. What do they have to siege with? Rasta pasta wards.
But they need to either draw the fight outside of the base.
True.
They're just going to
Rasta and
start it with
pasta,
Rasta
right.
wards. They're going to go straight in on it. You ready? There it is. What did I tell you, Gareth? He's got the ag in him, so they're bouncing around like crazy, but now they need to defend the wards. They're not going in. They're not going to do it. They just killed the wards.
So
Alright,
what
here's a
happened to
free 300 gold?
What happened to the push? Sorry.
All right.
Yeah.
Open up layers. Let's see it. Let's see how much money they just fed
No,
away.
like seriously.
Second tab.
You so desperate.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Almighty money.
7,
You see
27.
that?
That's a 7.
What did I say?
When it goes across in the
In-
down,
in
and that's
America,
a 7. When
that's
it's got
a
a loop
9.
and a down, it's a 9.
Terrorblade got most of the kills.
Okay. No, but like in that situation, you can't just throw serpent wards and expect the fight to go your way because EHOME just right-clicks the wards.
You can.
You have to like.
If you jump in to follow. Why did they even? They
No.
didn't even blood
Yeah,
right.
they have
no,
a Queen of
that's-
Pain,
even-
though.
That's the thing.
Blood right.
You have to bait them out of the base. So you have to have Slark go up with Aegis, draw them out of the base, and then fight.
You
You
don't
know,
have to bait
1,000.
them out of the base. You just have to force the fight in the wards, which are in the base. So you can kill the barracks by proximity while you're killing the heroes. That's why they got the Aghanims. They just didn't execute.
No,
Gareth.
no, but they can't
Oh.
because if they all go high ground,
Sorry, I
they're
got
dealing with
excited.
all the AoE of EHOME. They need to spread. They need to like concave around because if 5 heroes, what? No, if 5 heroes go high ground onto the tier 3, they're fucked.
That's true.
They're
actually.
proper
They've
fu-
got-
they're proper
They
fucked.
do need to spread. They've
Right,
got a lot of
proper.
AoE team
Like
fight.
proper.
Right,
Okay.
proper.
Right.
Is he Cockney? Bristol back.
Yes, he
He's
is.
Cockney, right?
Yeah.
Right, proper.
Right, proper.
He's a prick.
My right, proper brawler.
He's a prick,
Yeah.
essentially.
What? Who's got that ag in him? Oh, it's the Shadow.
Shadow Shaman, yeah.
He's no David Beckham, that's for sure.
No, she's
Right. David Beckham's a nice,
Oh, look
classy
at this.
English
Look
man.
at this.
He is as
Moonshard on
classy?
thick
Slark.
as pig shit.
I don't know. I don't really know.
What on Slark? Moonshard.
Moonshard on Slark.
More vision to see where the Warlock and... Like, I guess they've got the gem as well, yeah. They'll see where the Nyx and Warlock are coming from, so they'll be able to initiate on them better.
I believe Mr.
Especially
Rouge,
during nighttime.
Mr. Rouge shit is thicker than a pig shit.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know if you've seen one.
Mr.
I've not
Yeah.
seen one. No.
Mr. Rue is just, he's actually lost a little bit of weight. I hate to say it because it's fun to make
I
fun of
fed
that
him carrots today, so
Oh,
I think
that's-
he's healthy now.
he's lost at
Does
least
that work
like,
on humans as well? Can you do that to me?
I think he's lost like 3 pounds. So they've
What's
been
a pound?
starving him or something. A pound? It's like what, 2 kilos or some shit? I
No,
don't know.
no, the opposite.
It's like half a kilo?
2.2 pounds is a kilo. Yeah,
Okay.
So
It's a little bit.
it's like 0.45 kilos.
something like that.
Thanks.
I'm good.
Yeah,
Here we
because
go.
how many kilos do you weigh? I guess it's a personal
Dyer's
question.
bottom
But
tower.
randomly.
90?
Like mid-90s, yeah?
Yeah, so
Which is like 180 pounds or
yeah,
some
like
shit?
100. Yeah,
200 pounds?
yeah, makes sense.
260
200
pounds?
pounds.
I think I weigh like 50 kilos.
I don't know how many kilos I weigh,
Okay.
honestly, but
You
probably
believe
70-ish.
You're probably like 61 or
Radiant's
something.
middle
What if I
tower
told you
is
the most
under
I ever
attack.
benched was 250?
I'll tell you to just go kill yourself.
Just like
Just
people who
end
like
it now.
rocks.
There are no lies that can top that one.
It's not true.
If you
No,
say
it's
you bench
definitely not true.
250 or you like rocks,
Proof.
go kill yourself.
It's easy.
Say no to anime also.
Okay, I've actually, the most I've ever benched is 174.
All right, refresher's up.
Are you ready to see how good this
What the
is?
fuck? Where'd you get the 4?
174, dude. They had a little couple of 2 pounders.
2.5 pounds. There's no such thing as a 2 pound. Wait, come on.
Shit.
It was
Has,
either
has he,
one-
has he been caught in a lie now?
Yeah,
Nice,
it's,
well
it's
done.
either 175
Nice,
or
you got him.
170.
You got him. You
174.
caught
I
him
got
now.
busted, dude. Damn it. Fuck.
So what is it then? Like 60 pounds or something you've lifted? Yeah.
I think I've done 90.
Oh yeah.
90 is,
Rounded up from 60.
well, I guess you could do 90.
Here we go.
Probably oh, okay.
He gets doomed?
Goodbye.
That's a big waste of doom.
Goodbye.
Why?
Ame finds the Warlock,
Does
though.
he still have Aegis?
Oh, they got the
he
mini stun.
fixed it.
He missed the chaotic offering. Now Ame's gonna pop the BKB, jump forward. He gets the bash onto the Terrorblade. He's gonna leash him up, but he is in shrine range. Ame pops the Shadow Dance now.
Ame wants
Refresher
Nyx.
on the Centaur, but
Here we go.
They
They
do
just need
allow-
to defend the wards now, and they're not going to be able to do
well,
it.
they are.
Oh, cheese and
Ame
crackers.
far too low. Used his ultimate. Refresher was there from the center. They didn't need the second Stampede.
What's the question mark? Or is that because neutrals killed Courier?
Yeah,
Or
or something like that. Or like the golem, maybe. I'm not sure.
okay, cool.
I don't know.
Well-
Using Doom on a Nyx is very, very bad. I think that's one of the
Quick
snap,
recap.
just like a snap decision.
Oh. All right, go back to net worth also.
Yeah, that,
It's kind of strange though, right? That felt like a good team fight for EHOME, but really LGD were the victors. They're still continuing the net worth lead. They're chipping away at that tower. Like, yeah, they're feeding some ward gold, but they're still doing okay.
yeah, they forced ultis outside of the base where it only hit 1 or 2 people with chaotic offering. Sonic Wave, not amazing from Queen of Pain. I think the issue was that you need Doom to go on TB or Quap, and the snap decision of 11 to Doom the Nyx is good to allow Slark a bit more mobility and like freedom to run around and do shit.
But Nyx has Ags. He couldn't do
We have a
anything in
gem.
that fight.
Yeah,
Oh, dilly-dally.
Slark does not care about Spike here, but he's going to pop the BKB and dodge the Stomp as well. And now the Centaur deep behind enemy lines, forced to pop his Stampede. He's going to make it up to the high ground. Ame with the pounce, needs a bash, can't get it in time. Now he may be in trouble, gets in under the Shadow Dance. Queen of Pain up on the high ground. She's popped her BKB. Can they get to her? Now they're going to run her down. They got the track. She
Doom
has
kill-
a blink in just a second.
What's Doom cooldown? 30
And
seconds.
37 seconds on Doom.
Oh, no, Warlock.
He will find the Warlock. It's another track kill, so not inconsequential entirely.
Track, dude. You cannot run away from this team. You really cannot get away from Slark with these kind of items.
Roshan in like 30 seconds or something, right?
No, a bit longer than that. Oh, no,
Get
you're right.
fucked.
Wow. Boy,
This always confuses me because it looks like it's
It's
so
so
much
weird,
of the
dude.
circle,
Yeah.
but yet it's such a small amount of
Yeah.
So
time.
it moves very quickly.
It's, well, they have to complicate
Ame
it.
top lane looking for the Terrorblade.
Gareth was right.
Back.
But that's really big because they're forcing TB to TB back. If they scout Roshan when it respawns in like 5-6
The
seconds.
shrine is still up.
The issue they have is bot lane, and they've pinged it out. Someone needs to go back and address that, shove it to like river, and then...
Not something they excel at as a squad, LGD, dealing with their lanes pushing in, and there
Definitely
has
not.
been, of course, a little bit...
Like, who does it? Shadow Shaman?
I guess.
Doesn't feel good. But it also doesn't feel good sending Bloodseeker to come all the way back to farm creeps that aren't worth full value. Are we saying Bloodthorn on BS? So I guess now they don't have to consistently use Doom on TB and or Quap.
Yeah, they can maybe Bloodthorn the Terrorblade, force the Manta and Blood, right? Or something along those lines. Doom.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's going to get the butterfly, so they know it. If you want him to use the Manta first, ideally, then the lockdown is pretty easy. It's another tool, and they're still continuing this.
He went for the Ancient Devour on the Doom here.
Think about pushing high ground with the Granite Golem.
Ancient Granite Golem aura, yeah.
I think that's
really good.
I think that's the play. So he's gone from having the little golems all of the early game, all through the mid game, then he goes for the...
What a golem fanboy he is.
Yeah.
The big golem. Is the Thunderhide at all worth getting? Because that buff is pretty nice. It's like
the
a
frenzy.
Bloodlust. Yeah, the frenzy.
The
you
frenzy.
can buff it on your friends.
I don't think it's as good as the Granite Golem, but it's
Like,
not bad. If
putting
that's
that on Slark could be nuts.
You also get the War Drums. Could you go look at one of the it's like attack speed and movement speed aura on the Thunder Lizard?
Oh,
the War
wow,
Drum,
what
the
a
middle one.
What a guess.
So attack speed damage, right? So it's like the Alpha Wolf, and then you get Frenzy.
And then you get Frenzy, yeah.
Does he get all of these? I
Yeah.
guess we're gonna find out.
He doesn't get slammed.
Actually, yeah, I agree. I think the
You
Thunder
don't get
Lizard is.
slammed.
I think the Thunder Lizard is better than.
He's got to put it on
Oh,
Slark
he's
though.
gonna be silenced up. He did not get Dark Pact off, but they really don't have the follow-up damage here. Now the Sonic Wave is going to come through. The Rock is on to 4, but the Stampede, they're going to look to extract themselves from the Dire side. The Queen of Pain is far forward, however. She does get Yao. But now, what is her contingency plan? Slark immediately going to purge the
Always ulti.
silence. He will have the Shadow Dance,
fuck.
gets a bash off. She's not tracked up just yet. Does get tracked, blinks away.
What's happening with
Blade.
TB?
He's starting to clean up these wards. This is not a great fight from the Radiant. Now they're going to get cleaned up. They've lost 2. They only killed the Centaur.
Yeah, it looked like Centaur may have been out of position, but the Queen of Pain able to salvage that. Almost jumps in the middle of 3 heroes. Takes out Yao. Gets Ame low.
Centaur soaked the Doom though, because they were scared of the Stampede, the refresh Stampede.
Looks like EHOME going to go into the Roach pit. Ame lingering nearby. Might be able to jump in, do some kind of a sneaky play.
No sentry. He's going to go to take out the Warlock and will do so immediately. Wow. He does get stunned up though. Reflection is there as well. He may just drop for this.
Not
and Ame will go down. Maybe a little bit late to the fray. Pop the BKB on the Queen of Pain. Shadow Strike is there as well. Maybe they're moving very quickly. It looks like they'll just settle for this Rosh. No buyback on Ame. No buyback on Old 11.
No way they can get back in here. This is going to be Roach for EHOME. They kill it pretty slowly. Victoria keeping eyes on them. Actually, Bloodseeker, he wants to go. It's Rupture, BKB. The silence does connect. They put the Linkins. There's the Sunder. Goes right through BKB. Bloodseeker dies. Victoria follows suit. And LGD throwing this lead away. They still hold on to a net worth edge, but it is starting to drain. And now Roche will indeed be secured. Gareth.
That was so absurdly disjointed. Slark going for a Warlock kill without BKB, without ulti. Like, BKB was 4 seconds before, off cool. It would have been off cooldown 4 seconds after he died. Had no Shadow Dance. Killing Warlock there is relatively meaningless. But maybe just trying to apply pressure around the Rosh pit, allowing Bloodseeker to come back in. Then they would have the flow of people respawning, and you refresh, and you've got the TPs to shrines to keep fighting around it. But he went too. Just went too hard, too fast.
I think the logic from maybe was that he would force the first silence out with the Blood Red and get the second one with his Orchid, but he didn't end up getting the second silence off. Immediate Manta Sunder.
Those are the Linkens. Someone put Linkens on TV.
That's probably what happened. And that's going to mean mid lane of Rax before Ame is even responding. They're going to jump down to the south, and they will be able to find the Shadow Shaman with the Centaur.
Show us buyback here. Yao doesn't have it. Slark doesn't look like he does either. He's short gold.
How long does meta last now? Like another 20 seconds or something?
Oh, he's got a lot of time.
They are going to get the Doom off. But do they have the follow-up damage? Ame beating away, getting the Essence Shift stacks, and will be able to bring down the Nyx. Sonic Wave comes through a few, but a lot of these heroes very tanky. The Chaotic Offering is there, though, and the TB doing the right-click damage. He'll be able to take out the Slark. Old 11 falls next.
That's game.
And EHOME.KEEN against the...
Bloodseeker can't Go toe-to-toe, yeah, it's over.
Top playoff seed are
That
going
is
to take a commanding lead in this best
Dude,
of
press
three.
F6 real quick, or the graph. Gold graph. Look at that.
That is...
They were at the peak of their lead, and then it just plummets down.
That's
That
what
is
I'm saying.
insane.
That's
Look at our prediction.
the Dota 2 equivalent of free basing, right? Just straight down.
Yeah.
Base jumping, I meant.